Hey friends, Michelle here. Thank you for joining me at my channel here at Scrappy Soul Sister. And I am working on a layout for the April My Creative Scrapbook limited edition kit, which is full of Simple Stories Lavender Fields, such a gorgeous collection. It is also Rainbow Crush color lavender, so I thought I would combine the two. And so I am right now, I'm painting some of my flowers more of a purpley blue hydrangea color, and you'll see why here in a couple of moments when I bring the rest of the layout into frame. But just remember, you can paint your flowers. Ivory, of course, is a great base for that. You can either paint them or spray them, but even some of the other colors, you can change their color relatively easily. So I think I'm about done with this part, and we are about to make it to the layout. So here it is. And so I'm doing this picture of my friend Misty at her wedding with her dad. They're giving her a kiss. And so I am going to use this background with the hydrangeas, and you'll see there are bluish hydrangeas in her bouquet. And so that's why I wanted to paint those flowers. Now, this layout is based off the sketch at my creative scrapbook. I showed the sketch in the intro, but I am flipping it so that the doily will sit on the right instead of the left. And so the sketch has a large banner, and so I cut that out of this purple wood grain paper. I did, on the back of it is a butterfly, so I did cut that out knowing the whole would be covered. And then since the background is that lavender patterned paper, I am backing most of my other pieces with this blue just so it stands out a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that. And I am not being precise. You can get the picture there. So there is the doily. I'm going to use that other little wreath portion. There is a patterned piece above the photo, and that's what that lavender piece with the flowers represents. So I am going to turn that. I found the flowers to be a little distracting. I'm going to use this black uh, background with the lavender, and then this white floral under their picture. And then on the sketch, it has a frame, and so I am going to cut out a panel out of this blue cardstock to represent that frame. And so that will come back in picture here shortly. You can see that butterfly that I cut out. You can see why I wanted to preserve that. And here is my panel. So I like how that's all looking so far in the sketch. Oh, I'm jumping ahead. I did want to do a little bit of mixed media. I got a new texture paste. This is volume paste from Stamperia Mixed Media Art. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I am on a quest to find the perfect texture paste. And so I am using a white stamp pad there. This is a little successful, but in the end, you can't really tell. I wanted the hearts to look a little faded out, and so I thought I would do some white out towards the edges. Um, and then I am keeping the texture paste more towards the center. And I will do that above that butterfly as well. And so I find with this texture paste, it really picked up the color from the paper. So one of my issues with texture paste is it can kind of have a gray cast to it. And this one doesn't do that. It picks up the color of the paper though. So it wasn't pure white. It has a pinkish lavender color to it, which they definitely prefer over a gray cast. So we're getting closer. But just know that if you use this texture paste. And so I think I am about done with that. I'm using my glass board magnets there with my glass board. If you are interested in a glass board, I love mine, and I will have links for it in the description. I want to just knock back a little bit of the yellow in the butterfly, so I am adding chipped sapphire to it to give it more of the same colors that I am using for the rest of the layout. And one of the reasons why I moved the doily and stuff off to the right is so that you could see the butterfly there on the left in the paper. And I'm so successful with that. It's sometimes hard to work around an element in the paper like that, but I try. I did add some little blue floral sequins to my butterfly spine there, and now I am starting to build my clusters. And so with this layout, I will show you the building process and then do a lot of the adhering off camera. So I am going to use that little wreath part. And I am going to go ahead and start adhering all of my layers in a similar manner as the sketch. Now, you can make a sketch your own, or you can follow the sketch closely. It really depends on what you are trying to achieve. On this layout, the sketch has quite a few layers, etc. It has the visual clusters that I like, and so it has the elements that I enjoy working with, and so I kept it pretty closely to the sketch on this layout. And so I am using mostly my Scotch ATG runner on this, though in areas that are using foam, I will use my my ATG gun, and then add glue to it so I get some immediate stick. And then once the glue dries, it will um, it will stay adhered. Sometimes with an ATG gun or a tape runner, it will stick at the beginning on with the foam, but then it will fall off. And so that is what I am using for my adhesives. Now I use my Sweet Petunia glue gun. I got that at my little scrapbook store, and I either use Nuvo glue with it or I use art. Let me see. Yeah, the art glitter glue. And so I am going to add that black tag up above, and I am going to build my cluster around that. So I'm taking a look at what color flowers I want to use. I'm definitely going to use my hydrangea-ish color, at least blue flowers. And I am going to use that dusty lavender flower. It's kind of a dusty pink. And what else do I have going up there? Yes, I'm going to really concentrate on the purples. This kit, Lavender Fields, has a lot of gorgeous colors in it, and that includes yellow. So you'll see some yellow on this layout, but I try to de-emphasize it and really focus on the lavender and that added blue color. So I am going to use some hearts on this layout. So I have that large one with the gold trim around it. And I wanted my other flowers to have that gold around it too. And so I use a gold paint pen to get that same result. Now, here and maybe in the close-ups, I noticed it looks almost black. I don't know if it's a reflection or what the deal is, but it is gold. So I'm going to use this other black floral tag under their picture, and that is where I'm going to put my title, which is Beautiful Day. And then I'm going to build a little bit of a cluster off to the left. And so I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. I did ink just the edges of it with chipped sapphire. Sometimes with the titles that are on the white background, I like to add just a little bit more color to get them to pop off the page. And so I have a floral piece from the embellishments. I'm adding that large pink flower, a purple flower. I'm going to add that slide frame there underneath the flowers, and I'm going to layer an embellishment cluster of flowers on top of that. Now to get my flowers to stick, I am using Collage Medium from Tim Holtz Distress. And now I need to figure out this big old butterfly is so pretty, but it's so big. And so I end up trying to lay it so that it doesn't completely cover the flower or the butterfly that is in the paper. And you'll see when I glue it down, I am a little bit more successful than what you are seeing here. So I'm going to go ahead and outline my other heart that I'm going to use in that lower area. And then I use uh, my paint pen there on the center a little bit, but decide that's not going to be enough. So I am using stencil butter for that flower. It is the champagne gold color. And then I'm going to tuck this little purple piece in here because why not? And I think I'm getting pretty close to how this is all going to lay out. Here's that embellishment that I'm going to lay over my slide frame. And let me see. So yeah, I'm going to tuck that in there. And I am kind of gluing as I go. So I think on this layout, I'm wrong. I do adhere as I go, which is unique for me, but there you go. I'm going to add a little phrase up above, and it is going to be the one that says shine bright. So I'm going to change that up from what is there now. And the main reason is because I wanted to add the moment over by the butterfly, and I want those two to match. And so I'm going to use shine bright up above, and then I have the moment there by the butterfly. So I am wanting to add just a few more of those cute little floral sequins. Now these are from my stash. Oh, and it looks like I am going to go ahead and nail down that butterfly. And so I'm going to scooch it down in there so you see you can see a little bit more of the lower one. So it looks like they're just flying in a little cluster. But I am going to add some of those sequins to a few of the flowers as well. And I am also going to add some white splatters. And so you see I have my white out there as we speak. This is from Dina Wakley. This is the gloss spray in white. And if you use this, just know it dries very quickly. So clean it up right away. So here we are. Thank you so much for joining me on this process video. Info for Rainbow Crush playlist will be in the description, as well as all the information for my creative scrapbook. So here are the close-ups. Enjoy, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you, everyone.